Hi, this is Writer Keeping It Real, and we are reading through the Proverbs by reading the Proverb of the day. Today is November the 7th, so we're reading Proverb 7. Here we go. Son, remember what I say and never forget what I tell you to do. Do what I say and you will live, but be careful to follow my teaching as you are to protect your eyes. Keep my teachings with you all the time. Write it in your heart. Treat wisdom as your sister and insight as your closest friend. They will keep you away from other men's wives, from women with seductive words, the immoral woman. Once I was looking out the window of my house and I saw many inexperienced young men, but noticed one foolish fellow in particular. He was walking along the street near the corner where a certain woman lived. He was passing near her house in the evening after it was dark. And then she met him. She was dressed like a prostitute and was making plans. She was a bold and shameless woman who always walked the streets or stood waiting at a corner, sometimes in the streets, sometimes in the marketplace. She threw her arms around the young man, kissed him, looked him straight in the eye, and said, I made my offerings today and have the meat from the sacrifices. So I came out looking for you. I wanted to find you. And here you are. I've covered my bed with sheets of colored linen from Egypt. I've perfumed it with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come on. Let's make love all night long. We'll be happy in each other's arms. My husband isn't at home. He's on a long trip. He took plenty of money with him and won't be back for 2 weeks. So she tempted him with her charms, and he gave in to her smooth talk. Suddenly, he was going with her like an ox on the way to be slaughtered, like a deer prancing into a trap where an arrow would pierce its heart. He was like a bird going into a net. He did not know that his life was in danger. Now then, sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let such a woman win your heart. Don't go wandering after her. She has been the ruin of many men and caused the death of too many to count. If you go to her house, you are on your way to a world of the dead. It is a shortcut to death. That is Proverbs 7. And I read that like I would read it if I was reading an audiobook, right? And I used to do online training for police officers at a police department in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so I thought about it after I read it this morning. What I thought about was this proverb is exactly what happened to Alexander Hamilton in the Hamilton play. Remember when there was a woman in red, Maria Reynolds, and she kind of seduced Alexander Hamilton, under the light post, and he kind of ended up making that one single moment of his weakness of sleeping with her. He had to now deal with her husband. He had all these rumors about him. He wrote a paper to explain it to people what happened. His wife and him were together, but now she didn't trust him, and it really cost him running for president. So when I was reading it this morning, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, this is like what happened to Alexander Hamilton and to many other men, right? Many other men. They make that one, they could do great for 20 years, and then they make that one fatal error and their whole life has changed. And women too. So even though this book was written, so long ago, it still applies to today. So we got a couple of pictures to color here. The first one is chapter 7, verse 6. Once I was looking out the window of my house And this is him looking out the window, getting ready to see what's getting ready to happen to this young man who doesn't know any better, right? So let's color him sitting in the window like, you do not know what is going to happen to you, buddy. Here we go. But yeah, that was an interesting proverb. And I may try to read more proverbs like that. Like I'm really reading a audiobook, like with inflection. I don't know. We'll see. It felt good. It's like acting, though. That's what it feels like to me. But it's like a play. I like plays. Let's see. He's probably sitting here. He's not even. He's just at home chilling out. He's not like, not, dressed up or anything. He's just looking out the window, like, what's going on out there? And he sees the woman, and she's obviously in red. And she's like, come on, my husband's away. I'm just going to keep drawing her in red here, just because I kind of know it's on one scene. Come on, he's been gone for 2 weeks. I'm like, poor sucker. He does not know what's getting ready to happen to him. Probably like yellow right here. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you all can relate. This may have happened to you. It happened to somebody you know. Happened to your husband, right? And so there's something to think about, right? And so let's see, what is he? He's going to be in yellow because he doesn't know any better. He's just like thinking he's got something good happening in his life. He doesn't know his life is over as he knew it. It's kind of how it works. It's unfortunate. But again, maybe if kids heard stories like this, they wouldn't fall into the trap, right? Because you can go back and say, oh, wait, this story just keeps repeating itself over and over again in life, right? This keeps repeating itself. Yes. But there we have it. That was Proverbs 7. Till next time, it's right at keeping it real.